and welcome to this new video in which we are going to assess the Docker security, and we are going to see how we can increase the security of our Docker images by introducing the vulnerability scanning that is provided by the Docker. And we are going to look in the overall architecture how we can create this vulnerability scanning as a part of our Docker workflow and make it a part of our CI/CD pipelines, which will regularly assess the vulnerabilities in our Docker images. So before we start on the topic, if you have not subscribed to our channel, I will suggest you to subscribe to our channel to receive the videos directly in your YouTube so that you don't miss on any of our videos. Alright, so if you look at the Docker workflow, the Docker workflow is pretty straightforward. We start with a Docker file. Docker file is basically used for creating our custom Docker images, and that we can use to run our application. Now when you write a Docker file, you are basically going to use the base image. The base image is the one over which you are going to create your own image. Mostly the images like CentOS, Ubuntu, basically these kind of base images are used, and over them you can install your own application. Now once you run the Docker file, it will result in a Docker image creation. Now this Docker image creation, you are going to upload that on a Docker registry. That can be a custom Docker registry, and from this Docker registry you are going to use some orchestration tool like Kubernetes or Docker Swarm, and basically call the Docker images which you have saved inside the registry and go on creating the Docker containers which will be serving your application. So this is the overall workflow at the very basic level. Now if you look at this workflow, this might look like pretty much straightforward because you are creating the Docker file, so you are creating the Docker image which is running your Docker container. But there is still a vulnerability issues that can crop in, that is mostly at the base image layer. Now suppose you use a base image unknowingly where the base image itself is compromised. Now one way to overcome this is that you should obviously try and use the images or the verified images which are being provided over the Docker Hub, but sometimes it's not always possible when a chain of images are being used and you are getting an image from a third party and then you are using that image and creating your own image over it. So basically due to the large number of the images which are being superimposed on one another, there is a chance that in this chain of images at some stage the proper process of might not have been followed by you or the third party from which you have got the image, and eventually this might result in the security issues in the image itself. And when you run the containers from it, it can also be a part of that security issue, can also be a part of your container as well. Okay, so if you look at the containers, basically there are 4 major layers which needs to be assessed for running the container vulnerability. These are container image and the software running inside your container. This is the first layer of vulnerability scanning. Then there is an interaction between your container, the host operating system, and the containers on the same host. This is the second layer. Then the third layer is the host operating system, and the fourth layer is the container networking and storage. So all of these places should be completely secure in order to secure your environment. Now Docker itself has provided a vulnerability scanner. What Docker has done is they have basically tied up with a third party provider, that is your Snyk.io. They are the ones who have actually created the vulnerability scanner for the Docker images, and Docker has basically tied up to perform the Docker vulnerability assessment whenever you are uploading to the Docker Cloud. Now let's basically look how this really works. So basically the developers are going to work on their own machine, and they are going to push the image that they have created with the application over to the Docker Cloud. As they push the image to the Docker Cloud is basically going to it can trigger a scan automatically if configured, and the scan will call the scanner which is going to use the plugin framework for the CV scanning. Validation service will be called, and this service is eventually going to read from the CVE databases which are actively managed, and the newer vulnerabilities are included in these databases, and they are going to run the vulnerability scans and check your images across the images for the different vulnerabilities which are specified in the CVE databases. If they are going to match and the vulnerability is determined, then they are going to alert you regarding the particular vulnerability, which you can then take the corrective actions and fix those vulnerabilities, which will actually minimize the security related issues and make your environment much more secure by omitting the vulnerabilities, and so that the active player or the threats out there cannot take the advantage of the vulnerabilities in your system, thus inherently increasing the security of your overall application and the environment in which that application is running. Now if you look at the scanner, that scanner in the Docker Cloud, which is basically responsible for running this vulnerability scans, you get 10 free scans per month as a part of your Docker subscription. So if you create an account over the Docker, you can actually perform 10 free scans over the Docker Cloud itself. Now if you want to increase this limit without going for a subscription, then you can actually sign up on the app.snyk.io. This is a third-party vendor which has actually created this vulnerability scans, and once you go to their website, you can directly sign up with your Docker ID. Okay, it actually works on there as well. Once you create, they do not require any credit card or something for the subscription. You can directly sign up, and once then you can actually go on linking with your version management tool like Bitbucket, and eventually once you sign up and link it up, they can start doing the vulnerability scan of the applications, like the images which you are using for building from your Docker file, which is a part of your version management system. Now once you sign up on this snyk.io, they are going to perform like 200 open source tests per month for free, and then you can also do 100 container tests per month for free. So these are the number of tests which you can easily perform on the once you sign up for the Snyk. So this is about 10 times that of what is Docker subscription is providing to you. And if you want even more scans as a part of your CI/CD, then you can go for their paid subscription. There are multiple paid subscriptions which will fulfill your requirement. So you can go to their billing page, which includes more details about their subscriptions. So this is all about the vulnerability scanner that we wanted to discuss on the Docker. In the second part of this video, I'm going to actually perform the vulnerability scanning on few of our images, and then I will show you how you can run this. We are going to use the Docker subscription, and we are going to perform the scanning of few of our images in this recording. But once you sign up, you can actually perform the if you go under the paid subscription, you can perform as much scanning as you want. Now obviously one of the ways is Docker Cloud, but that is more on the GUI side, so I will be taking up on the CLI side and show you how you can perform at the CLI level itself. Alright, so that's for this video. If you like it, please like this video on YouTube. If you have some doubts, please update it in the comments. I'm looking forward to your comments. I will try to get back and revert to your comments in a timely manner. Alright, so thank you, and please subscribe to our channel.